What's up, you guys? It's your boy Miguel giving you your daily dose of radiation. In today's video, we're covering what are some of the top things you can do as an X-ray tech to expand your longevity in your career. So to give you some context, I am an X-ray tech. I do night shift, 7 on, 7 off. I work a lot of overtime, so I do dabble in day shift a lot. So I'm going to speak for me personally from the night shift, and then I'll vast my knowledge from the veteran techs who've been there like 10, 15, 20, once 25 years in the game, and some of their, advice for the youngins, as they say. So as far as us, for the night shift, the biggest thing is try to sleep the most you can on your nights on, like when you work, because depending on how day one or night one, I guess you would call it, goes, will kind of set the energy for the rest of the night. Because if you go in to the first night and you just kind of stayed up the whole day and you just kind of push through it, it makes it kind of hard to finish out the whole 7. Because usually you'll have like higher stamina and not as tired on the first, and then slowly as the nights go on, it'll slowly dwindle, and then by night 7 you're just kind of just trying to make it energy drink, trying to just push it and finish that last night. That's the big one for me, I would say. And then also the patience. If the patient can move, if the patient themselves can adjust themselves, let them do it instead of you having to do it, because over a lifetime of you moving patients, there's always a chance that if they're really, really big, you can hurt yourself. So that's another big one. What else? Always ask for help if needed, especially for other techs who aren't as stronger, and like some of the lady techs we have there that are like really skinny, like they're not going to be messing around doing certain exams, like a KUB on someone who's like 400 pounds, who like, even if it's like NG2, like it'll be harder for them to roll them or to get anything, like because of the size of the patient. And then there's a difference between being like 300-400 pounds and being dead weight versus you can kind of move. Because if they're dead weight, it almost feels like you add another 50 to 100 pound on it, like on someone. Like it's wild, the dead weight factor. What else? If you're gonna work overtime, as someone who works ungodly amount of overtime, there is a huge difference between the days you pick up of the week and the doctors and almost some of the techs that you work with. If you can plan in advance for overtime and they kind of pay attention. I mean, regardless of who's there, I will work because like the job's not that hard. I need the money. But if you're trying to, get that the most easiest, I would kind of slowly pay attention to that, because it's night and day. The amount I work, like I've had the chance to work like 5 to 6 extra days of overtime, like consistently, and you can easily tell, like you can see, like there's some days where all like the 5 or 6 days I work are 8 to 4:30. And your body can tell. Like there's some days you come out and you're like, damn, my feet hurt. I'm super, super tired. Like it was a rough day. And it wasn't even that busy. It was just because maybe the workload wasn't distributed as easy, because certain techs that will be unnamed are at our hospital working. Or sometimes it won't be that many patients coming in, but certain doctors that won't be named, let's just say, are heavy-handed and order a bunch of stuff, and increase your workload, and you feel like you never get a little break to catch your breath. And sometimes it's just, you just have to put a little football helmet and just tackle shit and just keep on going and going and going, because there's no, like, as soon as you sit, boom, more things spawn in, and then boom, boom, boom. And then it's like kind of like, well, if you wait, you're just gonna get bombarded, and then if you like it gets bad. So like you can easily see, even on the days of the week, that too will play a big difference. Like, even there's certain days of the week that I've noticed consistently are just easier, way more easier, because the lack of people who come in, or like on the weekends there's people doing, I guess, living life and getting hurt more compared to certain days. There's certain days like Sunday going into Monday, people come in a lot because they sick from partying and don't want to go to work, and they need the little work excuse, so they show up to the ER. Like, there's several things that with time you'll be able to pick up, and like you'll notice on the workflow. Even me, who works like night shift, you can tell with days. Like, if there was a day that I would burn all my PTO, it'd be Wednesday, because that's like the hardest night. So this is like from a younger person saying this, but it's not really hard. It's just over time you get dealt with your job's repetitive BS stuff, repetitive. Sometimes the same patients will come in, and like you already know, like you'll have, like, you try to treat every single patient the same, like if they're brand new. But sometimes certain patients will come in and they're just notorious for being mean or being rude, and you already, like, it makes it hard. So I could see how, like, if you've been in the game 20 plus years, it slowly starts to dwindle you, and like you don't enjoy your job, or every little thing, inconvenience will kind of bother. Like, it kind of, in a way, makes sense. From the older techs, the biggest advice they've given me was try to stay in shape for mobility, for like, you know, working out, lifting weights to get like a little, like, I guess, decent, like, for longevity wise, because they're like, the older you get, it's like slowly your body starts to break down, which, I mean, that's normal with everyone, but like certain stuff, like your elbows, your thumbs, because of the repetitive motion and stuff, it'll like slowly start to wear down. He's like start using all your PTO, because like later on you'd rather still get paid and you'd rather take the days off, which, I mean, when you're young it's completely different. He's like, use up all the benefits, use up like all the, you know, 401ks and all like that kind of stuff for the job, start investing and stuff like that. Which for some of us in the more younger generation, because we're up and coming with all this, like, it's kind of hard sometimes for certain aspects of saving, and because like everything's like way more expensive, and like it uses up a lot of your capital and stuff like that. But I do see what they mean. That's like kind of the main advice that more of the older techs will give you, and kind of like build relationship with the doctors and stuff, because it could help you, like, from not having to do certain stuff, or them working with you with, you know, because like they're like, okay, hey, I ordered a chest and a KUB, do you want a babygram? I got a baby. That's like one less picture instead of doing boom and boom. Or like, there's less work. Like, over time you'll become smarter. You'll know what doctors are more able to work with you versus other doctors with time. So yeah, it's been your boy Miguel. See you on the next one.